Hi there, and welcome to the first episode of the Happy Hippie Animal Farm. I'm Icon, and we're going to start out with a new Rimworld project today. We're going to play non-violent colonists who are only good at a few things, and that's, among other things, taming animals. Well, one of them is. The other guy has to learn it. So the basic idea of this run is we're not going to use any direct colonist actions to fight our fights. We just will use animals all the way through. Behind that, I will try to build a peace-loving, drug-consuming, friendly farm environment where we're going to try to, bring up as many guests, make people happy, and end up with a nobility ending where Dude and Dudinka are going to be the great noble people escaping from this planet. So that's the plans behind this whole thing. We're starting out with naked brutality because I felt like that would be a pretty fun experience, and also I feel like, well, maybe they ran off with nothing out of their old community, just like raiders do sometimes when they attack you. So yeah, that's going to be our scenario. You'll also find in the description down below there the entire mod list I'm using. I'm not using too many mods here. I'm using a pretty wide selection of different animals. We're also featuring megafauna and dinosaurs because I really felt like doing that. But beyond that, I tried to keep the mods focused on animals, farming, food production, and gastronomy and all these things. And okay, last but not least, we're going to play on Cassandra on Blood and Dust difficulty, so we're also seeing some pressure from the storyteller here. Okay, starting out naked and with nothing at all is most of the time pretty hard, so I took the freedom to select a temperate forest tile. Usually I'm not a big fan of those, but with such really interesting circumstances, I felt like this would be a good idea to go for. We're living in an area where farming is only 50% of the year possible, so we'll have to work around this. Also, it's pretty dangerous for us because we can't kill any enemies directly. We'll have to try to tame animals as quick as possible and somehow stay alive at the same time. I know that this is a pretty cool but difficult setting here, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Okay, so hauling is going to be Dude's job. Why are there so many jobs not even checkmarked on them? So constructing should be done by both of them. Alrighty, so where will we live? I chose a river tile because I felt like a river community would be fun, and also maybe we're going to produce some water power. I don't know yet. So I also chose a flat tile, not only because they are harder to play, but also not using them too often, and I felt like for a farm environment, it's the way to go. I also use hunt for me and kill for me, so in the longer run, I will allow our hippie community to outsource these things, but it's going to be a lot of work involved with that. Okay, so where will we live? I feel like this area here looks pretty decent. There's a couple of little mountains here, which we can huddle into. There's even some steel in the vicinity there. Let's check out the fertility overlays. There's a bit of fertile soil. There's a lot of fertile soil there. Okay, so I vote for this area here. So let's drop our stockpile zone here and start harvesting some of these bearberry bushes and chop some trees, because that's the most important things to be done for now. Missing rally point. What rally point? Oh, I think the let's see. I think a rally point was necessary for the animals somehow. If I only would find where it is. Please set one. I know that I already did it, but I forgot how to do it. Here, rally point area, where killer animals will meet up before going or to fight or retreat. Okay. Let's set that up here. We only got really low amounts of food, but that's very, very normal at the beginning like that. So we're going to start out with some shacks here. Just some shacks to live in. So a lot of this series will also be focused around the well-being and the laziness of people, and I really want to try to make this as much as I can. I want to try to turn this as much as I can into a hippie community, because I really feel like that's going to be a cool concept. There's one thing though I need to mention. I will ultimately hire colonists which are capable of violence, because there will be quests where I have to destroy buildings, and well, without means of violence I can't destroy buildings, and that's one thing I really kept breaking my noggin about. It's also allowed in this scenario to call friendlies who do the dirty work. Our hippies are just never going to fight for themselves, because that's just like they work out. So, Gigantoraptors. I need something which has no revenge chance on tame fail. Gigantoraptors. Can we actually train them to attack? Yes, we could. Let's see. Hedgehogs. I enabled a lot of regular animal packs, especially a lot of the vanilla expanded ones, because I wanted a wide and broad variety of animals, you know. So let's try our luck with the ibex doe. Lynxes have a pretty high revenge chance on tame, so I don't really want to. Let's try a Gigantoraptor too. Alright, let's see how this goes, because I want to train some animal as quick as possible. Hooray! We got our first animal. Yes, train it into a killer. Yo dude, what are you doing? Standing. Sounds like a valid plan. So here we are. I need more shack structures. Just realized that this is just going to be my little storage here for now. Okay. I need to put dude onto construction duties here too. But first and foremost, he's going to harvest new food for us. It's really important. Well, she failed taming the Gigantoraptor. What a shame, but that's going to be okay. What's he doing, actually? Oh, gathering apples. So yeah, we're not really getting a lot of things done during the first day. We're just going to sleep naked on the ground, but, you know. It's going to be a lot harder to actually acquire clothing, I just noticed. I need to fetch myself cotton, and as quick as possible, actually. I can't kill stuff for clothing. Whoopsie daisy. Oh man. Alright. There's problems that I didn't see coming here in front of us. But that's okay. It's exactly why I'm doing this. Because I really feel that this is a quite interesting approach to try to tackle the game. And animals are really powerful. So there's really nothing to be worried about that I'm not coming out strong enough or something like that. Red panda. Yay. Let's try and tame that. I want to try to tame animals in my vicinity, basically. Because then I don't need to walk that far. There's a wild gander. I'm going to butcher that thing right away. Because that's free leather, you know. Just wonder if I should put up a butcher table at this point. Well, actually, yes. Let's take no half measures here. I really love that new skin variety mod I'm using here, where tables and a lot of things in this game have a certain variety of skins they can have now. Like not every door will look the same now, and it's really cool. So there we go. Haha! Leather. At least a few scraps, you know. Oh, dude is such a pitiful constructor. He's trying to, but he just keeps failing. So we're going to harvest some more of those. Choppity chop chop. I also want to bring up traps as quick as possible, because these will be a pretty decent way of dealing with threats too. There we go. So let's keep an eye out on the work of our predators on this map. Or eye out for the work of our predators on this map, because they might be yielding just what I need to craft myself some clothing. Because ultimately it would be pretty cool to have clothing, you know. I should possibly stop taming animals that are possibly going into revenge. Alright, Dudinka, you are going to craft us some beds, please. So we might at least get some sleep inside a room tonight. That would be a nice start. Okay, we have the civilization. So this is now... Oh, come on, you. At least make it a room for you. Okay, we got a little bit of food. We got a little bit of everything. Let's just start out with a couple of traps. So that I am able to run away from enemies and kite them through traps. It's always a good idea to do that. Okay, we're also able to dig out some steel. Well, do I really want that? That's the question. Who's my best social person? None of them. Oh my god, they're so washed up. Check for quests. I can't remember that I enabled any mod that did that. Quest opportunity. I must have enabled that mod again. Interesting. I wonder which one had that. I know that I used this mod in the past, but I stopped using it a long while ago because it felt quite OP for me. But whatever. We're going to put up a couple of tables, stools, so we don't need to eat from the ground anymore. So has the wolf left the map, or did he just die? Ooh, rose quartz. This one's looking nicely. There's the Diplodocus. Okay. Unhappy nudity. Well, I wish I would have had a nudist here. So, well, can't change it for now. Let's try and tame as many of these Gigantoraptors as possible. Feel like they might be a really good endeavor here to begin with. Dude can just continue doing whatever he does. All right. So we're gathering up a lot of wood here, which is good. Okay. I just hope that if I select a lot of these animals, Dudinka will at least tame one of these. But so far, looks like I'm not lucky at all. But that's okay. For now, I'm just acquiring a lot of wood to create a lot of traps with. And also start and harvest some of those heal roots. They might come in handy too. Also, since it's not going to be pleasant weather forever, we're going to... I won't host any visitors to begin with. No. So we're going to create some rice plants here. And I'd say it's also time for our campfire here. I love it. So possibly mine out something here as well. How's mining? Dude is a good miner. Awesome. So tomorrow we're going to need extra food. There's a fresh bearberry bush. Spent a lot of food yesterday for the training of the animals. But the good stuff is in a temperate forest environment. It's almost impossible to starve. At least at this time of the year. And eating berries is not making anybody unhappy here. Rather, the opposite is the case. Berries are not considered a raw ingredient. People like to eat fruit. Just like in real life, you know. So, we at least have our ibex somewhat trained. Go forth, Dudinka. Failed training at 50%, too bad. Well. I'm a little bit afraid about the first raid, but... well... I wanted to ask when she's going to build her traps finally. Okay, now she's off to tame the Gigantoraptors. For me, that's totally okay here. A mad hatchhog. Oh no! Oh, look at that. There's alpacas. That's awesome. So, good thing that I already constructed the first trap here. Because I think otherwise this hedgehog would be already a pretty nasty problem. I hope that the hedgehog is going to... Yes. Exactly. Twag. Here goes some light leather. But you know what, Dudinka? This trap came in really handy. Make some more. Like, for real. Imagine I wouldn't have had the trap there. Then dude would have had to run around the block until we have had a single trap completed. That would have worked too. Okay, but this is pretty fine too. Also bringing us some leathers, that's really good. The poor animal! Okay, a campfire. So, now we can cook simple meals. Let's do that until we have 4. Just not more than that. Aw, this is so cool! This mod, I like that. Stuff is finally looking more individual. Love it. So, let's see, what can we send dude to do? Okay. So I'd also say, since I got that much free time right now, we should just possibly start growing more stuff. Let's go for some potatoes. Yes, there's the potato. And of course, nothing but the finest, but we'd be no hippie community without a smoke leaf plant. At least a couple of them, you know. Important things first. Let's harvest us some food out here as well. So the Happy Hippies, and the place is called the Animal Farm. There we go. Good job, guys. You are now a faction. Man, how unlucky. Finally. I got poodles. Okay, we got poodles. Since my guys are all non-violent, I can't even change that. So I'm only going to tame now one female Gigantoraptor, because I feel like that's the most smart thing to do at this point. So poodles, how hard is it to train them? Not at all. Wonderful. So dude, you have a job as well now. Okay, since we got some animals right now, we're going to set up our first barn-like structure here. A home for the animals, basically, you know. Let's put let's build a house for the animals as well. That's basically the gist of it. There we go. And some... First off, some animal sleeping spots. We're going to make beds later. Okay, wonderful. Things are coming together somehow. Okay. We're really low on food though. It's a bit of a problem. So, has that Diplodocus any risk in taming? Well, he has a 2% revenge chance. No. Not interested. Somehow I'm not interested. Dudinka is food poisoned by our dirty campfire. My god. That's embarrassing. Masonry material trader. Okay. Wonderful. So where's your trader? Ah, here. Comarero. So, they basically got nothing I would want, and they can't trade with me for anything I do want, so completely not interesting visit from a trader. Let's harvest some trees. There we go. All these animals are super hungry too, but well, we'll be getting there. It's basically the reason why I played, why I selected my start like I did, because I wanted to have some challenge with the start. The people of Logoas are attacking us. Well, I know, we're all food poisoned here. Well, I consider myself quite lucky here. At least for now. I hope the raider will attack soon. I mean, I can't do anything here. Okay. Trade caravan is leaving, bud. That dude just ran into the caravan, so we got quite lucky with this one. Oh, he survived. Black. He's even a tamer. But his arm got shattered. You know, we are hippies after all, you know. Speaking about hippies and saving people, yeah, everybody, both of them are pretty decent doctors. So, well, can't capture him right now. And honestly, nobody is moving fast enough. Yeah, well, sorry, Black. We're going to bury you. Nah, I had no chance. Seriously had no chance. So, do I have a psychopath? No. Well, okay. Would have been too convenient, wouldn't it? Alrighty, let's bury that guy, and... oh, I need to put up some bridges soon. This doesn't work like that. Okay, those poodles are annoying me a little bit. But I'm pretty sure we can get rid of them quite soonish. Alright, dude. Still major food poisoning. Dang it. Yeah, man. Clean that room. Please. Thanks. Okay. At least I feel a little bit safe with all the animals around me. We do need a lot of food here per day due to the sheer amount of animals, but at the same time they provide quite a bit of safety for me due to the fact that every single one of them is actually capable of being trained for combat, so it's pretty good. Although that combat training does need us to harvest a lot of food, but right now it's springtime. We can easily harvest all the food, and well, we're in the temperate forest area after all, so that shouldn't be too difficult, honestly. And I do need those animals as my defense line here really, really badly. Otherwise, we'll be deado in no time. Yo, dude, haul those berries back home. Yeah, but I'd say we are on a pretty good start. They're both still without clothing, and I'm really sad about that. But since I can't slaughter animals, this will take a little bit longer until we can change that. Maybe the lynx will yield me some solutions for that problem, or the cotton plants will grow first. Whatever will happen first. Okay, thanks for watching, my friends. That's the first episode. And, well, next episode we're going to build up the barn, I guess. And let's see what we'll do besides that. I mean, I really do like what this is looking, how this is looking so far. And I do know that defending this place will be quite challenging after all, even if I have the ability to train my animals into attack squads and such things. We don't have any colonists, and yeah, I hope you guys do like the idea as well. Feel free to drop me your comments down below. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. Also feel free to leave a thumbs up on that video if you liked it. It really helps a ton to make it more visible. And beyond that, if you like my channel, check out my videos. I do daily content, so just subscribe, turn on those notifications, and you won't miss anything in the future. Also, down there in the description below, there's not only the mod list, you can also find my Twitch channel there. I do daily streams, so you might want to get in touch. I'd be really, really happy. Also, consider to click on those coffee spending links or other financial support methods for my project. I'd be really, really happy about any form of help. But keep in mind, the most important form of help is just watching these videos, and that's what I'm super grateful for. See you guys next time when we do some more hippie stuff. I mean, we could even dinosaurs. Bye-bye.